Hi everyone, and welcome to part 4 of my Wargroove streams. Last time we lost when we were trying to defend the place as the dog. We're gonna try it again today and try not to lose. Your gold or your life? I don't have any gold. Really? Huh. You wouldn't think being a villager would demand such high overheads. I'd imagine it's more of an income flow issue. Well, of course in these rural communities, income is inevitably dictated by unreliable agrarian yields. Lads, we're becoming sidetracked here. Look here, villager, if you've no gold, then your life's forfeit. Keep this net out of this, doggy, it's none of your business. Alright, Fleabag, that was the last of my patience. Call for reinforcements. Sonnen's first. For its small size, this is a pretty well-connected settlement. Must make it an appealing target for outlaws. Seems like Commander Caesar's staying put. That settles it. We'll stay here and protect the villagers and their settlement. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Dog immediately to the right. This mage can go here and then get up there next turn. Or in 2 turns, I guess. Hi, Palon. Okay, this mage should go southwards. And I want another mage to go south because they can reach there in 1 turn. And what's got like... Nothing's got enough movement to make it north, does it? So I think we might put some spears or something up here. With how smart these bandits are, it makes you wonder why they're doing this sort of work. If they really want to stick to this profession, why not do the old Robin Hood, taking from the rich and giving to the poor? I don't know. Do you think I have answers? Alright lads, let's show him who's boss. My guess is as good as yours, is it though? Hi Masonic. Hi Phoenix.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
I have plans here. We're going to protect this village place.
Better succeed.
I hope so, I don't want to die like last time. Who can we afford from here? I'm thinking dogs aren't the best in this mission. Do you want another spear maybe? A spear and a wagon. Something like that could work.
What makes you think dogs aren't the best?
Because their main thing is movement, but they're not the greatest at damaging. They're quick to die. Thanks for the resub, Drag. I'm most adorable cutie ever. No.
You just realized.
Ah! But yeah, the other thing is the dogs. Can I see their... Hold on, codex. Yeah, so if I look at like the battle pups and what they're good at. Like, they can't capture because they're not people.
Pardon?
Dogs can't capture buildings, except for the commander dog.
Yeah.
So they lose some functionality from that. And they're more expensive when I could just be buying a swordsman or something. They're situational, I don't think they're ideal in this mission. Also, pikes are very defensive. More atlases have arrived to the south. Caesar seems confident we can take them. What was that, Phoenix?
Would someone throw something at you?
I don't know. It's kind of mean, isn't it?
It's pretty rude.
I thought so. Anyway, I want a horse. Oh, do I want a horse or a wagon?
You did it again.
Did what?
It threw something else at you.
It gets to a point where we just stop noticing and feeling it. I'm numb to it. Amazing. Anyway, I put my mage on the mountain because mage mountains are strong. Mountain mages, same thing.
That how that works?
Probably.
Probably.
I didn't spawn a horse yet. I do want a horse. Let's make a horse.
Does that
What's
work?
left? And a bonus swords person. Yeah. Now I'm a pro gamer. What do you mean, Queen?
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Very questionable.
In case it loses one. Huh? Oh, there's the harpies. Well. I don't get it. Neither of these can hit me. Move forwards. Like last time.
What do you mean like last time?
Last time we kinda died a little.
Yeah.
The perfect plan. Now, I don't want my horse to get arched or anything, you know. Perfect. We should have some pretty good income. Now, yeah, look, 1,000 cash. Is that every turn? Hold on. Yeah, 1,000 income as long as we can hold all these buildings. Like, we'll be able to hold these buildings. Yeah, right. I've got flyers. I think we want, from this building, a ballista on the road. And this one, another swordsman. What? Why are we talking about horses with abnormal numbers of legs?
I don't know what is going on in chat there.
Please stop. I didn't ask for this. No, my building! Anyway, this mage chose the last spot to live. Witness this. I think they're going for my horse. That's crazy.
Don't like your horse, clearly.
They don't. Haha, I've got them surrounded. Not so tough now, are you, Hairball? Which angle do I want to take this from? Probably this angle. Gotta find a way to take out the spearman to the bottom left, because horses are no good against spears. And this guy's not gonna reach, is he? That was a bad idea. Oh, and I can't go back. Oh no. Oh no, I've proper ruined it.
Why did you do that?
Because the archer's gonna hit them. And archers are gonna kill him.
No, I'm asking why did you do it?
Oh, there's no undo. Oh no. Put him in the tree because I thought it would be a good idea, but it really isn't. No, that's not much damage, is it? Let's get the house back.
You're just gonna take it while the dog's right next to it.
Yeah. Why are they hiding there? Stop that. Don't think that would do much damage anyway. How much health do they have? 4%, yeah, this is safe to go up as long as the dog can't hit it, which it can't. Get some trebuchets, that might be nice. I feel like they'd have a bad time attacking the mage, but this, on the other hand, that's where the danger is. They'll probably move to here, roughly. So let's stand our horse here, maybe we'll get a crit. If they do a really bad move. The archer's in the way. We gotta do this attack. That's just good all around. Is this? Maybe I'll walk them through in this direction. With the swordsman up here to try and prevent their advance. Oh wait. Why do I keep making bad moves? Their swordsman's gonna hit mine. But then again, my spearman can kill their swordsman pretty easy then. That's not so bad. Is my commander vulnerable to the harpy? No. What's left? Just the villagers in the middle, and one spawn, but we have no cash. This is what I was worried about. Look at that. What a waste. Ow. I'm losing all my expensive units to their cheap units. No. I think this might be another loss.
Are you really already giving up?
I think
that
it's
you're
already
losing
over. Have you seen this? Have you seen the situation I'm in? Look at this. I mean, that's them, but that's what's gonna happen to me. POV, watching me try against this battle. Of course it's out of range of the spear. Oh, no! No, stop that!
Maybe you should move your commander?
My commander's fine, okay?
Are you sure?
Probably.
Probably.
What?
It's
Look, it's covered.
basically surrounded.
My
What do you
commander's
mean?
my commander's basically covered. What do you mean? Look at this! They made a horrible mistake. They can't snipe me. Because I have someone standing here. Poor dog. The dog's
A
fine.
single dog.
The dog's fine, okay?
It's just a single dog. Why did you do that?
It was threatening me.
The dog was threatening you.
Yes. It was trying to take my village. What would you have me do?
What's it gonna do? It's one dog.
That's what you say now. Wait, are archers more expensive than horses? No, they're not. This is a bad trade. How can they hit? Retreat! Okay. As for this... I kind of want to bring it up there. Maybe? I'll make an entirely new one. And bring it up this side. This one can move. The archer can't reach it. Definitely not. But it's got more defense on the grass anyway, so might as well move it. Mage can't afford heals. The mage stand anywhere better though. I can probably menace them if I put the mage over here. That will scare them.
Oh yes, the single mage. That will definitely scare them.
It will! Have you seen this mage?
Not really.
Okay. This is what they do. Where's the lore? The Alchemist is Terrastone's mage unit. Alchemists are relatively new to the Terrastone army, having originally operated as doctors, concocting elixirs and combining them with elemental power in order to cure all manner of maladies. While they still practice medicine on the battlefield, they also use that same magical talent to call down thunder and lightning on their foes. There you go. Anti-air. I don't like where this is going. Anyway, their archer's weak, so we're fine. Are they going to do? Throw themselves at my commander? That won't work for them. Unless it does. But that's a problem for later.
What do you mean that's a problem for later?
Future me can deal with that. For current me, that's not a problem.
You mean like 10-15 seconds from now, you?
Yeah, that's future me. Oh no, that's a crit. I can crit them though, right? Doggo, no! Doggo, no! They're menacing my commander. Oh no, commander! They have dogs! No, my swords! No, don't attack that! They've made a horrible mistake.
Uh-huh.
They have, watch this. I'm gonna win now. Oh no, there's another thing. It's fine, we'll just get another ballista down here. What are they gonna do? Attack me?
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly? Look at this damage! Look at that damage.
I say you should move your commander away.
Nah, my commander's fine, look. He's got an extra move. Do you know what that means?
No.
What's the best way to do this? It means they can die faster. No, what? Yeah, I need to find a way to deal with them, don't I? Don't know if it's the best trade, probably not. I probably made a horrible mistake. Now for these ones, what to do? This I can take around or up. That's there. Let's go! Okay, I only have one horse at the moment, so let's move them over. Sheep heals. And I can't afford a ballista now. We need something more. This side, I reckon. Actually, this is pretty good. Another ballista would be nice there. Mechanizer. How about another horse? They're totally going to attack this building, aren't they? Or my horse, like I feared. Archers are kind of good against horses, aren't they? I know. That's fine. Okay. The harpy is over here now. So we'll move that there. For some coverage. If you want this here. What's the range on these? Because I would like another one. 2 to 6. If I spawn it here, it can reach that, so it protects it. It'll end up having to go for the building or something. So this is safe to do, as long as we spawn one of those. This one I kind of want to bring upwards in this direction. These spearmen need to join together to scare the knight better. Yeah. Like that. You might crit one, but I mean, it'll be fine. Ooh. 91% damage to a mage, but then again, our buildings will counter-attack them automatically, they won't counter-attack the archer, so archer is probably the best bet. Let's bring this one up. Let's make sure everyone here is outside of range. Got 300 cash left, so what I'd like to do that should work. Heal everyone a little bit. That's they hit me, only one dog can hit me while I'm in this position, so I'd say that's a good outcome. They won't do much damage to that building. This is tricky. Are mages more expensive than archers? No, archers are more expensive. So let's do what I was planning and hit this one. Any of the ground units that approach will get threatened. And they can't hit the horse if I take it south side. So that's the best angle to attack from. This mage though. Hold put. Well, they threw away those harpies. Did they just put their archer within range? That'd be crazy for me if they did. Will these dogs do anything? I'll do a bit. We'll do more. How is this dog still holding us off? We've sent out half our forces. Did you get that, Caesar? We're halfway there. We need 28 turns, huh? How many turns has it been? They threw those harpies away. I think we need to do some reinforcing. Another alchemist is a good idea only if the archer can't reach. The archer can't reach. They're totally going to attack the building. Just stopping them both. If I leave that there, it's going to get taken out by the anti-air. We do have a backup. 400 cash, what can we bring up? Another pikeman could be worthwhile. I don't know, they've got a trebuchet. 1, 10, 9. Ah. Or we could save. Yeah, I don't think this horse down the bottom has very good odds, does it?
I don't know if that horse is gonna survive.
It's not, so might as well do some damage to their ranged unit. I'd say their ranged unit's probably one of the more dangerous things to us at the moment. How much does that cost? 426. Maybe an archer. We can't afford an archer. Spears then. And our commander. What will we do with our commander? Go do sun. That will threaten them. Or they'll just walk around. What's so funny?
That'll threaten them, or they'll just walk around. No.
Well, it could do either way. Oh, I should have spawned a unit here to walk. Otherwise, yeah, we're down on income. What's the best approach here? Send the commander in!
I don't think that's a good idea.
I do. Yeah, we're gonna lose that either way, weren't we? Please don't kill it. Ow. The outlaws are inside the settlement walls. We can't let the stronghold fall. They just move in trebuchet range? That'd be nice. Just to hit my commander for like 10% damage. How dare. These swordsmen. Nice. No, that's mine! No.
Doesn't appear to be yours anymore.
It's mine!
It's not how that works.
Ah! You know what? This is how it works, though. Like that. Wait, why can't that? Oh no, it's outside range. No, but I needed that. Wait, is this where my commander died the last time?
Yes, it is. I was about to say this is not a good idea. This is where you put your commander last time.
It's fine! Everything here is perfectly okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. Look. These 3 spears up here won't damage my horse. Oh no. Huh. Maybe it's better to reorient my horse in a new and exciting direction.
New and exciting direction.
Do you disagree?
What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean we got this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is bad. We need to summon something here. The perfect plan. Range of 5? Nice. Oh no. Oh no. No, this is fine. They've just got one building. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to move this over, but not where it's going to get hit by a horse. So that's not going to happen. Southside's doing okay, except for that one spearman. But that's manageable.
Except for that one spearman.
Yeah, but it's manageable. What's less manageable is this. There's like 5 of them here to what? 2 of us are all the way back at the base.
But, like, there is that bottom right area.
There is, but like, I don't think it's going to work so well for us. We need to move things over. I'd love to put it here, but it can't quite reach. I guess here's the next best. If they attack the building again, they're dead. I hope they attack the building. My commander, no! Not this again. I'm having flashbacks. And you're laughing! My commander's getting cornered by the horses, and you're laughing.
It's just a bit of deja vu, you know?
Hey, that doesn't make it funny.
Are you sure?
I think so. No, my units! Don't do that. The villagers! We have to keep them safe. Yeah, that archer's trying to lure me. Oh yeah, I've got an archer. Hi! Look at this. It's crazy. Where'd they come from?
I think they've been there for a really long time, just sitting there.
That's crazy.
You're paying real good attention to what you have right now, aren't you?
Something like that. Look at this. Pro gamer. That's not very pro. That's kind of a bad position. I have 1 flyer. So let's bring this to the north. Nothing here can reach. If I put it here, nothing will reach it. At least not this turn. I thought that was the right distance. Oops. That's good. That makes sense here. Dog's not going to be too effective unless I send it south. I want to send it south with the horse, actually. How badly is this going to backfire if I put the archer down here?
I couldn't tell you. But from what I can tell, it probably wouldn't go well.
Swordsman and the building of the sacrifices. Don't heal, just stand in the door. I'll definitely be able to crit my commander if I do that. Not if I put them here though. What's most concerning? Everything's concerning. And another knight? No. Well, we did lose a knight, didn't we? What have we got? What are we working with?
I mean, you probably want to look at what they have and what would be strongest against them instead of just buying something because it's expensive.
That's not what I've been doing anyway.
Are you sure?
Yes. The archer can probably hold off a fair bit here. And that can punish them. That's going to cost all my money just to reinforce it. And I could get 1 or 2 more units. Should I move this down to follow? Or up? My commander's up there. There's a few ranged defenses. Don't know. Might move this one over, because this one's going to have a hard time running away from something on wheels. The next best thing to do is to strengthen this with what's left, now that we've spawned a few weaker things. I'll do some more damage now. No. Stop stealing my buildings! I need this income, stop! Oh no. This might be the part where I start to die. This is fine. Ooh! do a lot at the groove when you have lots of things on wheels. It gives them an extra turn. Let's do this. They survived. Perfect plan. Oh no, I messed it up. That's not where I wanted to put it. That was... I counted wrong. Why'd I do that? I meant to put it on this square. Pain. Well, that ruined everything. So that's cool. That was the one spot I needed to leave clear. No, there's nothing I can do. I even planned it out. I was going to have that there. I was going to have this here. That could snipe that. That could crit the other one. Because I could give them both an extra turn. Not anymore though. Not anymore. No, that's only... My commander wouldn't have been able to walk far enough anyway. These mages will probably die to the trebuchet. What can you do? Maybe we can lure the trebuchet to whack this instead if we capture. Maybe it'll even retreat. I'd rather it hit the spearman than the building though. Now we need to start capturing better. How much damage do spears do to each other? $60. My commander? Just a bit less. I guess I'll just do this. That's dangerous, we need another spear. On this side. And over here, we don't have much cash. Could threaten them. They are pretty weak. What's down here is a bit more concerning. Archer. Maybe against a dog? I don't know. No, dogs are vulnerable to archers. You don't have many options. Pikeman or swordsman? As for this dog, where should we put them? To the right, maybe? I think the best bet is sending them with the horse. This trebuchet might be better top right or bottom left. This one will probably work bottom left if we heal it. I picked my mages, okay. Wait, they can walk through an uncaptured building? I thought the building had to be captured to do that. How dare. And you're laughing? I'm losing all my resources. Ow. They can't do that. This is so bad. Giants, these outlaws mean business. There's no time to go getting intimidated. We have to protect the villagers. This is kind of in crit range, isn't it? Please work. No, that health! No, no, no. No. Everything's getting weaker. Oh no, what can I do to save this? Do something. That's a safe enough spot for this. Okay, I've got one aerial in the top right, one in the bottom left. Top right's got more things overall. This is a safe spot to leave it. We'll probably spawn a second one down here if we wait. Or if we don't spend it all at once. They're important for down there. I've already got that one there. This one can go to the bottom left then. And help out down here. Commander can take a few hits, in fact. Is this a safe spot to put them even if I move the commander? I can hit. The dog won't make it through. The horse could crit my spear. Then they're in a bad spot. I think that's ideal. Let's do the attacks first and see how it turns out. Just to make sure I haven't overlooked anything. My commander can stop the dog from hitting the spear if I leave him there. We're next to a building, so we can heal. Or is it, yeah, this isn't the building we have to recapture. That's the building we have to recapture. They'll probably kill my spear, but we can kill them with this then. Knights are more expensive than archers. Got enough anti-air. We're gonna need to find some way of dealing with them. Might just put out a swordsman over here for backup, honestly. Swordsman can walk a little bit further than the spearman. They just get a bit more out of everything. Maybe here too, just one swordsman. So I want to save. They didn't even go for the dog. I mean, they went for the dog, not the spear. They could have killed the spear. Weird.
Maybe because it's priority.
But they're not going to kill the commander.
It still makes sense to weaken it, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but this doesn't make sense. RGB. Ah! I scream. Wait, the horse was within range since when? I chose there for the horse specifically because it was out of range. Oh no. My building? How dare. Hydrate. But I'm gonna die! Thanks for the hydrate. All my incomes.
I mean, the income probably doesn't matter if the commander dies.
My commander's not gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Who even gets a commander surrounded?
You apparently twice.
Hey. But I know what I'm doing, right? Watch this. Look, we've got
No.
32% health, so we can totally just like whack them.
No.
Yes. Because we're saving up. It's gonna take all our cash just to heal the horse. Ouch. To heal the horse or to send it at the archer?
I don't think it will kill the archer.
Okay, this can hit all the way over to there, which is covered by them. Not good. Not good. Maybe everyone here should pivot. %56 damage. They're not really hurting anyone there though. If anything, they're just blocking off some of my opportunities. Another pike, because there's a horse coming. I think we got to. How much damage do swords do to dogs? 50. And dogs to dogs? 70. The dog is on 90. They could open up the path for the archer. Means if we're going to put this in to hit the archer from there, they will be able to walk up past the dog if they play everything right. So I'd say we spawn something down here, maybe something with a fair bit of movement like a mage. I need something down here. I wonder if they'll see it. So that lets us move and reinforce in one. Now they can target that square. Surely they couldn't target that before, right? Oh, let's do this. Now even if they target it, they're not going to do a whole lot of damage. My commander's in danger.
Yeah.
Nah, we're fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So if your commander dies, what are you gonna do?
I have to start over. My commander wouldn't die, look, it's just swords. My commander's not weak.
You really?
They really don't like the horse, do they? That's crazy.
I think they're going for your commander up there.
Why do you think that?
Because they've kind of just ignored that spearman. Like, completely.
Oh, that works fine in my favor, yes. How are they alive? Stop that. Be too short. Perfect. Probably should have put them on the grass so they're a bit more defended. Oh well. Like I could have put them up and around. It'll be fine. Kill the archer or do some damage to the dogs. Let's do some damage to the dogs. The archer's not going to do much. Okay. Most concerning to me now is this corner and that. So we need to maybe get a horse to the north. A horse would be nice, honestly.
Tell me, what happened to that hydrate that you were supposed to do?
What happened to what?
The hydrate? I don't remember if you did
I hydrated. I ate a drink.
I was asking because I didn't remember.
It's okay. Okay, we need things with good range, things that can target those. We've got a few trebuchets, which are the things that target those. The light squares are the ones where it can move but can't shoot. Okay. I really want to put it somewhere funny. But their person is in the way. Actually, this is pretty good defense. Send them over. It's just not quite enough, is it? Let's do this. I have a plan. Send the spear over. Bring the other spears closer as well. Next a turn for the others. Now this can get out of the range of this. I'm thinking up there, so it's got some range across the gap as well, but then it's going to be tricky to get back on the road. My only other option is to bring it up and right, but I don't know how much that's going to help us. Also, we want a horse. Let's just get a horse before we decide to waste it on a resupply or something. Now if they try and attack my spearmen with their mage, they're going to get crit with my horse. 100 spare. We need a swordsman, we need units still. Unless they attack from that angle. No! How dare. I think my swordsman is there, so they can handle that without needing for me to retreat too much other stuff. He thinks he's so tough just because he's majestic and magnificent. We'll show him. Ah! This looks like the last wave. I hope it's the last wave! Wow. Let's just get this one. We need to do something. Most concerning, probably the top side. Stuff down here is a bit concerning, but I think we got enough here that can kind of cope. Might be worth getting one mage. Just for the movement. Yeah, I don't know about that. They can counter-attack the dog. They'll kill the dog with the mage if I put the dog down there. That's why I need to take that over just close enough like this. We can recapture this building soon. If we bring them around, we'll be able to capture next turn. Them. We can at least hit this and they can't hit back because they're too far out. That'll at least mean they can't do quite so much range damage. They'll still be able to hit us back, but it will be less. So I kind of feel like we should just move them forwards like this. So then they block the damage to the spearmen. The spearmen can threaten them. They can crit one of the spearmen, but what else can I do really?
I will be back. I'm just gonna go for a bit.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye. I wouldn't mind another trebuchet really. That'd be very, very nice right now. I'm not sure if it costs us too much. We are going to get some buildings back very shortly, so we'll be able to get a few fairly quickly together, I think. We just need to protect everyone. And probably heal our commander a little bit. I think these two spearmen are more than enough to cope with everything over there, so go to wagon and we'll reposition our archer next turn. Probably want our archer to the north to help out with the golems. Got enough swordsmen, I don't want to spawn another one. No, I was just about to capture that. Oh no. Wait, does that mean they're within range? Please tell me they're in range. Totally in range. They're gonna get killed by my horse. Or this thing. You know what I mean. How? What are my odds of winning? Pretty high now that I've got a crit on the golem. Their spear's gonna hurt my horse bad if I do that. I think I've got it this time. Watch this. know the spears are going to damage us back, but what more can we do really? How many squares? 12 on road. Right. Yeah, I got a few ballistas. It's all part of my plan. Of course they survive. All these golems and stuff is what's scaring me. How many turns do I need? 28 for 8 for 3 stars. We've got plenty of time. We just need to chase everything down and keep spawning and not let them get too many buildings back. Me having my ears back makes me super cute? No. What? Do this. Got enough things here we can surround ourselves with. The only other option is to try running away from it, but that's never going to work. Do that like so. Yeah, I think we've got this. Do you want another ballista? No, we want a mage. Because mages can capture, and we've got nothing over here, and I don't want to walk the whole way. Could use that to capture. But I feel like we need some kind of air defense over here. We could reorient this one. So yeah, mage is better. And we'll reorient. Because there's no more spawns. We just need to keep holding out. Saw that coming. How many squares do they move, those golems? I keep running. Stop running. Definitely move this north. far as it will go. You can run, but you can't hide without fucking wall. You get it, Xorna. And I can move this up. Everyone here can move south, because south is more dangerous now. Or less dangerous, sorry, so they're more safer standing there. Yeah, their golem will hit my commander if I do that. These trees aren't there, I just drive it around directly. Because the trees are there, this is the next best thing to do, I reckon. Sword somewhere too. Kill the golem with the horse. We can get enough units to change their direction and help instead. Our giant! Our precious giant! Bad dog! Not again. They remember. Totally gonna hit that, aren't they? Need anti-air. We need to get our trebuchets up there. Another alchemist. This cache, maybe a knight? Got 2 alchemists out already. What a ballista. I'm thinking of them though. What would work against them? Trebuchet could work. What's our income? 900. So as long as we keep 100 remaining, we can spend up to 700. Knight it is. Or a ranger. You know, that's probably even better. Someone you can hit them without getting hit back. Rude. Oh, so much for my income. How? Why? Why did it do so much? This is going poorly. Good thing I didn't archer though, because we just lost 100 income. But district can still afford another trebuchet. It's starting to look like the aerial units are more problematic. We need to get the mages over, don't we? Wait, they crit me? Why? Crit when at or below 40% health. Oh, because this will put them at or below 40%. Right. Need another spear to pinch the other horse. It'll only take 20-something% damage. They won't be able to get us. Hopefully this swordsman distracts them for long enough that they don't just charge into the base. That will threaten them. And as for the horse... Archer in horse range. That blocks their movement a little bit, just enough for us to put the trebuchet behind it. We should put it up there now I think about it. That might have been a better angle. Yeah, it would have been. Whoops. Ah! Ooh, we've got a good spawn. 850. What can we do with that? Another night. We need something to chase them to stop it from going for too many turns. Oh, they can get to me from that angle with the harpies. That's fine. You can only get me with one of them. Right, all in one shot? Oh no, it's falling apart. Everything I've done. The archer lure has worked. Actually, that thing can crit one of them. It's at minimum range. How dare? Wait. Now might be a good time to get to the cart and run for my life. No, this is fine. Watch this.
Uh-huh.
You don't sound convinced.
Doesn't look like it's fine. I'm being completely honest.
Watch this. Everything's fine. You don't believe in me. We don't need air anymore, so might as well get a bit extra damage, I guess. No. We got this. Do I think I could get Caesar to the stone monument up to the top before killing the last enemies? Why would I? Something special only happens if you do it after you get 151 stars. You gotta do that first. No, it has to be done after you collect enough stars. Unless I'm mistaken. I think it needs to be done in order too. But I don't want to try it because then there's only 2 enemies left. And to delay it could prevent us from getting an S rank. Or an A rank,
yes.
depending how many
The
extra turns it
S rank.
takes. We can try it. But we can go for A. A is 28. Wait, there's this one. They're escaping. Stop that. Just stop. That's not allowed. Stars first. Yeah, if we want to go for like... we can make it there in time. Hold on. Someone doesn't like backtracking, confirmed. Watch as they attack and end up dying before I can do this. Of course they move to the ranger, it can't shoot them back. Lucky I didn't kill the archer. Anyway, this is what you wanted, right? Dots. We're not worthy yet. We're only worthy when we have enough stars. Should have known we'd never had a chance. Look how regal he is. Let's get out of here. Thanks, dog. Caesar, there you are. Come on, pup. It's dinner time. Caesar is a good commander. And we got S rank anyway. Wow. Lost leagues in the Codex. Before it became known as the Lost Leagues, this land was once the westernmost portion of the nation of Silmore, which bordered the country of Cacophony. The Lost Leagues gained their new name long ago, when they became the epicenter of the devastation reaped during a war known as the Great Dissonance. A cataclysmic battle was fought on the region's central plains, and the destruction that began that day rippled out from that point. The Lost Leagues are also home to the Quagmarsh, where a once great king met his demise, and the War of the Great Dissonance finally ended. After the war, the Lost Leagues were abandoned. Even today, the place elicits a sense of foreboding, and the land feels cursed. Very few people live there, and the Leagues remain unclaimed and ungoverned, making them a perfect refuge for outlaws, as long as they're able to stomach the oppressively ominous atmosphere. Who is Caesar? Ragnar's blood is up and she's itching for a fight any enemy will do. Cherry Stone Forces! Eep! Where is your commander? You mean Caesar? Why'd you tell her? Shut up! Trying to protect this Caesar! A coward, is he? Is he hiding from me? He's not hiding from you, he's just... For heaven's sake, shut up! Is he a man or a mouse? Actually, he's... Silence won't protect him. First I'll crush you, then I'll tear this Caesar apart. This Caesar thinks he can hide from me? What a coward! I'll teach him that no one can hide from Ragnar. Destroy the enemy stronghold or defeat the mysterious Caesar. Okay, we're gonna attack a dog here today. But it's okay, we don't know they're a dog yet. Everything is fine.
Yes, totally.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have much options, do we? Maybe a wagon. You know what? We're getting a wagon, let's go.
Just want to rush straight in.
Yeah, that's how you win this game. Watch this. You capture that base down there, and then spawn things right in front of them. After saving up like 1 million cash, and just put like 10 trebuchets down here and a few spears to protect it. They won't make it there on time, look how slow they're going. The laugh when we capture. Hey. I should really hope to get another wagon.
Just want more wagon.
Yeah, because look at, imagine how much income we'd get to have down here. Look at all these buildings. If we can get there first, we win. We win easy. How much income have we got? 400 to their 600. Don't have any aerial units, it's all ground. I have a horse, that's probably the next biggest threat. But I can't afford a spear, and I don't want a sword. Let's save. I'd rather use one of the forward spawns rather than have to walk or cart everything back and forth. Okay, how far can this go? put it here. What's the worst that could happen?
You probably shouldn't say that.
It's fine. Yeah, they're getting more income from all these captures they're doing, and yet, this could work. We're about to get their base. You know how much damage a trebuchet down there will do?
It might do a lot, but
And we've got Ragnar over here as a backup one in case it falls.
Why are you dropping it off every time? You don't have to.
So it's more targets in case they do get close enough. Don't put them in the tree, they'll be able to touch us there. Put them over here. And they won't be able to touch us. It's mine. You can't tell me this is a bad plan. It's gonna work. Now... another wagon? No. Just a dog, because dogs are pretty quick. You see our wagon distracted them. And the reason I drop them off is sometimes they kill the wagons, and if you leave a unit inside a wagon when the wagon dies, it's over. That unit dies for good. Let's attack. Also, wagons make great shields.
This is mine now.
Why do they have a golem?
What?
I said, why do they have a golem? Caesar's got enough income to get golems and I'm scared. This is fine. We just gotta choose if we want to spawn something. What's our income? I want to spend our income worth 500. Another bow. I've got enough bows. Warlock or spear? Only reason for spear would be if they have more horses, which they don't. They have a mage. Which are also bad against spears. A horse will mean we don't get enough income to spawn a trebuchet next turn, which I really want a trebuchet down there. Because we can move it like 5 squares away from Caesar or the tower. So all their defenses are to the north, see? We can get it... It's not even far, we just need to like place it here and we can just shoot them. Maybe a backup wagon. Well, that wagon's gonna die.
More wagons.
And if that don't work, use more wagon. This archer might die. At least we did some damage to the horse. They're really going for the north, aren't they? That's crazy. They're threatened. Yeah, we can handle a dog. Our commander is strong.
So you are sending your commander ever so closer to all their troops though at the same time.
It's fine. Our commander is about to get backup.
It's gonna keep blocking the path with wagon.
Yeah, well I take the scenic route. It's perfect. It's only 300 to block the path. Hey, what's my income? 700. Pretty good. Could make it 800 soon if we get a mage and put him to the right. We'll do a mage next turn. A mage will cost us how much? 400. We have an income of 700. We can easily afford sword. Just walk him down. Backup sword. As for this wagon gets to live, I think. No, that wagon's the only thing that's... That wagon needs to stay. Oh, but the wagon will die. Oh well.
There's a chance the enemies change path and go for your commander though.
There is. But they really like wagons. Caesar! Maybe he's not as weak as I suspected.
Whatever.
So what? There's more undead where that came from. Oh no. I'm losing my patience. Come out and face me. We gotta defend this side, don't we? Tricky. What should we summon? Another archer? Right. Spear. Something on foot to take the wagon for a shortcut all the way in. Anything be worth taking in all the way? Wherever we drop it off, it would be in danger from a couple things, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
How about a warlock? Yeah. Could do something like that, but then they'll kill us. I could send it on a mad rush towards the back. Not sure. As for this, I want to kill the commander.
Fight me!
Otherwise you won't get the groove soon enough. I'll hunt you down, Caesar.
Fight me!
You won't escape Ragnar. Why'd I do that? Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Not sure what you were thinking there.
Thought the dog might have done more damage being full health against 40%, but it really isn't. Yes, leave that in like that. Hi, Seahook! Yeah, I have regrets. I should have left my archer there. I just gave up the bridge for nothing. Am I doing okay? Not bad, not bad. Where is he? I've searched everywhere. Show yourself. Then this. spears are going to crit, aren't they? Probably do want to. No, we want to keep it away from the horse. Do not let the dog near the horse. %65% group. Then we're gonna get hit by like 20 different things. We would be defended though. And we have a wagon to retreat with. I think it's worth it.
Get out of my way!
Ooh, 75% complete. You want me to change the game? Oh, I've got no cash. Could do something like that, but it's a crit, and that worries me. Like it's a crit against me. It could deter some attention from my commander though. And dogs are cheaper than spears, so let's do it. Turn there. How did they have visibility? I put it specifically in the spot where they... Oh... It wasn't the spot they couldn't shoot, it was the spot they couldn't move. Oh no. I just wasted a trebuchet. Why have I done this?
Why have you done this?
I don't know. Anyway, how's this groove work again? %65% damage of full health damage to surrounding units wherever we land. So we could land right in the middle. Do a whole heap of damage to a lot of things like that. But the problem is we're vulnerable then.
You just throw yourself in the center of...
That's what it's about. Yeah, I don't know about this. In the middle of trebuchet range? No, trebuchet can't reach. What would end me is the golem. a good spot to attack with the archer, are we? We'll do this because it will at least stop him from being able to crit us. Even if it loses us an archer. What's our goal? 25 turns? You got ages. What am I in such a rush for?
What do you mean?
We've got plenty of time until left. We still get 3 stars in the mission. My commander! Oh, they're making a beeline now, aren't they? They're definitely making a beeline. They're so aggressive! What did I do to them?
I mean, I guess you did attack first.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's okay.
What do you mean it doesn't mean it's okay?
Well, it doesn't.
What, are you saying it's okay to attack people without them doing anything back?
For
Is
Ragnar.
that what you're saying?
For Ragnar, yes. Not bad. Oh, they've got a few horses. That will scare their commander. And then if I go a couple steps to the left, if I go here I can crit, I think. No, I need to go here. I need to go on one of these spots that come off that corner. Maybe there's a good spot. Perfect. Oh, hi. You can capture. Got there. Their commander's in my crit range. If they don't move, the horse can get them. They're totally going to move though. Oh no, is my commander in their crit range for their horse? Uh-oh. I'm not in a very good situation, am I? Small regrets.
Small regrets?
Yeah, just slightly, you know. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Now how's my commander gonna get back up?
I'm gonna break you!
Perfect. This building looks nice. Who's in here? One of the dogs. How much does a heal do? 20%, so that brings that to 40. That's good. That's a pretty big threat for them there. Don't think spawning things here is going to help us. If anything, over heal need help. Might need to retreat the commander. Maybe put the swordsman down and grab that. Depends what the golem does too. But spawning at the top won't help. How close is the shield jump? 30%, that's bad. Right. It's about 30 something, isn't it? We should be able to win this turn. There we go. Even though our commander's in a really bad spot, we did it. Haha, I win! But I still don't know who the heck Caesar is. I won! I won! I'm the greatest warrior that ever died! Ragnar. Valda constructed you using the remnants of the finest warriors from throughout history. You boast all their resilience, their cunning, and especially their might. And what do you do with these gifts? You brawl with a dog. A dog?
What?
A dog? Idiot. As you can see, this is where the we need to do it in like 28 turns, and we did it in 12. Wagon rushes are way too OP. Thanks for the bits, Vivian. Doggo defeated. Yeah. What's the next mission? An old friend. Deep in the Lost Leagues, Emmerich decides strange times call for strange magic. Caesar is powerful. Okay. We're a fair way through the island, aren't we? We're making good progress, plenty of S ranks, look at that! The gold flags are the S ranks. This one I think we did pretty bad on though, didn't we? What was this? I know one of them we got like a C on. Yeah, this one we did bad at that. It's a fairly short one though. If you want to go for a higher thing, we can probably find some way of rushing it. Emmerich mission. Yeah, we'll do that one next, but we'll do that next stream. For now, we'll roll the credits and then we'll look for someone to raid. Hope you enjoyed the stream, everyone. 2 victories in one day. Thank you to Vivian for the cheer and Drac for the 11-month resub. Also, I think Seahawk did a host. Thanks for the host. Let's see who's online. Caesar is very powerful. Regan, you're late! Okay. Makari is still streaming? What? Let's raid them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I don't know if it's ever gonna end.
It's just an endless subathon, apparently.
Wait, is Shizzy streaming? Hold on.
I can't tell. My Twitch won't let me sign in on my computer, so I can't see it.
Shizzy's not live, I said Makari. I think we're about, like, we're nearing the halfway point of this game, so we're getting pretty far in. But that's before we touch the DLC challenge mode and arcade. Bye everyone!